Across the United States, every autumn, Americans mark two harvests. A harvest of the land, and because of the land's bounty, a harvest of happiness too. Both symbolized by the great state fairs to which they flock.
Howdy, folks. This is Big Tex. Welcoming you to another great state fair.
I'm Dick Satterfield, and I'm speaking to you from Dallas in the state of Texas. Autumn is the time when millions of Americans visit their state fair. And I'd like to take you with me on my visit to the State Fair of Texas. Of course, it's natural for Texans to like things big. So you would expect that this would be the largest fair in the United States. And indeed it is. But I'm here because it also is different in many ways from all other fairs in America. You'll see what I mean as we go along. Here, on the grounds of the State Fair in Texas.
Texas is the heart of America's Southwest. The wide open spaces, the home of great cities like Dallas, of cowboys and cattle and farms, and of oil wells and factories. And the State Fair of Texas is the giant show window of this Southwest. It's a busy show window, too. For 16 days every October, Texans and their neighbors from around the world visit the nearly 200-acre fairgrounds to see and partake of what Texans call their biggest boon in education and entertainment. It's a lively, happy crowd which comes here, drawn by the displays from farm and factory, from home and abroad.
You see, but we're standing here much too long. It's time we walked around to see everything at much closer quarters. And I have an idea. That family. See them right over there?
Mr. and Mrs. John Tufts with their 10-year-old daughter, Mary Frances, and 8-year-old son, Johnny. Mr. Tufts, a dairy farmer, is taking a day off to make the traditional visit to the fair with the family. They've all looked forward to this for weeks, especially Johnny, who is big enough now to know what he wants to see. Everyone, in fact, has ideas about what they should see. Johnny has a mind of his own, and shows it. And that's why Father is called the head of the family. This may not be the accepted way to start a day at the State Fair, but boys will stray and must somehow be found, eventually. Johnny Tufts' mother knows Johnny Tufts and his love of roaming, and so she searches, but slowly, meanwhile making the best of this minor emergency. Her path takes her into the women's building, past telephones that give all the answers. Homemade fashions play a leading role in the women's building, where they are judged in competition for prizes. After all, Mrs. Tufts, like most women, prefers fashion to being a detective. No Johnny here, but some lovely home-sewn hats. And there's the latest in sewing machines and techniques. American state fairs began as agricultural fairs in the 19th century, when most Americans were farmers. Farming still is a vital occupation, and the exhibit of new farm machinery draws farmers like bees to honey. also like bees drawn to honey of boys to monkeys, and vice versa. And boys are drawn to midways, too. Tractors are important to the work of dairy farmer John Tufts. Searching for his son? Of course. But perhaps he understands Johnny Tufts too, or remembers when he liked to go exploring. Oh, he's looking all right. There's so much to see at the State Fair that even Johnny's sister, Mary Frances, can't possibly cover it all today. But she's going to visit the Texas Hall of State because she loves Texas history. And Johnny might be there, thinks Mary Frances. He's a Texan, too. Sisters just don't understand their brothers sometimes. Texas is some 800 miles long and 800 miles wide, well suited to the automobile. John Tufts passes through the antique auto show where old-time cars are on display. But the real attraction for him is the annual Southwestern Automotive Exposition, where the newest cars, American and foreign, are on display. Few can resist the shiny chrome and bright colors. Neither cowboys, nor city folk, nor farmers. And for those who like to dream, there is the car of the future. There are many kinds of dreams to be realized at the fair. Even the most determined searcher needs some rest. And where better for Mrs. Tufts than amid the comforting aromas of the yeast baking contest. But although Johnny often samples her cakes, he's not one of the judges here today. At the Agriculture Building, thousands of farmers are exhibiting the finest specimens of livestock and produce. Farmer John Tufts is as interested as everyone in the livestock on display here at the Pan American Livestock Exposition and the Junior Livestock Show. These are exciting moments when farm boys and girls who belong to rural youth organizations compete for the special awards for which they've worked all year. It's a time of sampling and testing and tasting and judging everything from cauliflower to cattle. Just among friends, John Tufts thinks he spotted a winner. He's right. A prize steer. A proud judge. Well,